Catboy Special Forces. Would they be effective? I am back with another nonsense video about dumb shit. This time we will discuss how effective would be a Special Forces unit, made completely out of genetically modified catboys. We are going to assume that such catboy has the tail, ears, and eyes of a cat. I never really saw a buff catboy, but nothing is really stopping them from gaining muscle mass, so we are going to also assume that such catboy has similar strength to an average Special Forces soldier. So, first let's talk about what possible benefits would each of these three new body parts give. Cat eyes. Cats can see in the dark 6 to 8 times better than humans. That means that during a night mission, they don't need a chunk of plastic strapped to their faces just to be able to see anything. I see this as a benefit. Cat ears. Cats are better at localizing sounds than humans. Also, while humans can only hear noises in the 20,000 Hz range, cats can hear sounds up to 100,000 Hz. Cats can also hear noises up to 1,000 times quieter than humans. For example, a cat can hear a mouse from up to 20 meters away. Cat tail. Now this is an interesting one. We are going to assume that even though it should not be possible, the tail provides the same amount of counterbalance for humans and cats. As you might have guessed, a tail would allow our catboys to walk on narrow surfaces, and not fall to their death in the process. I am not sure what tactical advantage would this ability give, but I guess that it would make parkour easier. Cats also use their tails to communicate, which means that our Special Forces could send each other signals without making a sound. Sounds useful. Now, time for the ethics of creating such catboys. For someone to be a catboy, they most likely would have to get their DNA altered, while they are still a fetus, for the cat traits to show instead of the human ones. This is kinda unethical, since a person like that would have no choice and would have to become a catboy whether they like it or not. The other option is surgery, which is more ethical since the person can actually consent to it. It would require rather complicated transplant of the ears, eyes, and a surgery adding the tail. The ears and eyes aren't really a problem. If we can already transplant those, it's only a matter of time before we will be able to use animal ones. The tail, on the other hand, is a bigger problem. See, the cat tail, or any animal tail, is a part of the spine. This means the spinal cord runs through there. It would be rather difficult to attach an extension of the spine, make it work, and not paralyze the person in the process. The fact that the tail is just a spine, would mean that it's rather easy to disable our catboys just by harshly pulling the tail, which would fuck up the spine real good and paralyze the catboy. Still, all the other benefits outweigh this risk. Conclusion. Yes, catboys would make good Special Forces. Would the Special Forces be a good idea? Sadly, no. At least not at the moment. I doubt a lot of people would want to become catboys, and those who would want to would most likely never join the military. This means the catboys would have to be either pre-existing soldiers, or they would have to be made in a lab for the specific task of being a soldier, which would be rather expensive. Perhaps in the future, where DNA manipulation, and shit like that is cheaper, it would be a better idea to make catboy Special Forces. This concludes my rant. Have a nice day.